Hello everyone, Vitaly Sokolov is with you. Today we will try to analyze the situation with the popularity of the Pascal language and its dialects in social networks and the internet in general. There has long been a debate about the size of the audience for these languages and programming environments. This video will not give an exact objective figure, but it should show in which countries there are active users of these languages and what is their approximate number. Perhaps this video will help you understand what kind of community there is and where to look for programmers in Pascal, Delphi, Object Pascal, Lazarus, Free Pascal, Pascal.abc.net, Code Typhon, MSE IDE, and so on. Perhaps watching the video will help you understand and decide which countries and spoken languages to rely on when creating content for the audience of Pascal and its dialects. Also, knowledge of channels and groups in the Pascal language, as well as its dialects, will allow you to learn about the news, communicate with programmers and ask questions of interest. What is important not only for beginners, but also for experienced users. And before we start, subscribe to the channel, put your finger up to this video and write a comment. This is important for the development and promotion of the channel. I will also be very grateful if you financially support the channel using the details in the description under the video, so that the activities of the channel can continue and be free. Thank you all in advance. Before we start analyzing social networks, I suggest looking at the current situation in the Delphi, Object Pascal, language in the ratings among programming languages. But keep in mind that the number of programming languages is constantly growing and the programming language market is splitting into smaller shares. Therefore, you can often see how a language rises in the rankings, but its market share falls. In December 2021, in the TIOB ranking, Delphi rises to 16th place. This is 2 positions higher than last year. In February 2022, Delphi climbs to number 15, up 2 positions from last year. In March 2022, Delphi rises to 12th place. Compared to last year, it is up 2 positions, and up 3 positions compared to last month. The tongue remains in this position in April. For June 2022, Delphi keeps for itself the 12th place, and its share in the world market continues to grow. If we look at the PYLP index rating from the GitHub service, then in August 2021 Delphi was in 28th place there and remains in this position in July 2022. For the Americas region it was 27th, for India it was 24th, and for Germany it was 19th. The fact is that until now a very small percentage of Pascal programmers use it for their projects. Whether this will change in the future remains to be seen. What do these ratings tell us? The activity of Delphi and Object Pascal users is growing or remains at the same level from month to month, and its popularity is growing at about the same pace. But we still do not have any data on the number of users. So let's move on. I suggest starting with YouTube. If you try to find the video with the most views on our topic, you will see something like the following options. They tell us the following. Hoping for millions of views on the topic Pascal, Delphi, Lazarus, Pascal ABC, Free Pascal is not worth it at the moment. But it is very possible to find an audience of thousands, tens or even hundreds of thousands. We also see that Russian language content is more in demand in this issue. Of surprises, it should be noted that the most popular are videos on the PascalABC.net language, followed only by Free Pascal, Delphi and Lazarus. Next, consider the most popular YouTube channels in this topic. I tried to select only those channels that match one or more of the following rules, with rare exceptions. YouTube channel is completely dedicated to Pascal languages. YouTube channel is partially devoted to Pascal languages, but the percentage of videos on them is one of the highest on the channel. YouTube channel is partially devoted to Pascal languages, but the number of videos on the channel on them is quite large. The most popular channel I've found is Neri Nitska's channel. 76,300 subscribers. This is a Brazilian channel on various programming languages, but the largest number of videos, over 100, are on the Delphi programming environment. School Freeware, channel from USA. 49,000 subscribers. The subject of this channel is mixed. There is a playlist with a programming course in Free Pascal and Lazarus. Handy, channel from Russia. 47,100 subscribers. The channel has videos on very different topics, but there is also a playlist with video lessons on Delphi, 47 video lessons. Eduard Metzger, channel from Russia. 42,000 subscribers. On this channel you will find a course of programming in the Pascal ABC.NET language. Embarcadero Technologies, channel from USA. 37,500 subscribers. Channel dedicated to Delphi, C++ Builder and other projects of the company. Adriano Souza, channel from Brazil. Nearly 23,000 subscribers. The channel is dedicated to various programming languages. There are many playlists about programming in Delphi. Ralph Rahish, channel from Algiers. 14,500 subscribers. The channel is dedicated to various programming languages. There are already 50 videos in the Delphi playlist. Mr. Long Education, IT and CAT, channel from the Republic of South Africa. 14,200 subscribers. The channel is dedicated to the Delphi programming environment, databases and work with Office software. Daniel Moret Infocotidiano, channel from Brazil. 14,100 subscribers. The channel is largely dedicated to the programming environment Lazarus IDE. Academia do Código, channel from Brazil. 13,700 subscribers. The channel is dedicated to the programming environment Delphi and C++ Builder. The channel has a lot of playlists. The Mr. Den 3D, channel from Russia. 12,000 subscribers. The channel is dedicated to learning programming in Pascal ABC.NET, C++, Lazarus IDE and some C#. But there are many more YouTube channels like this. I propose to look at the entire list of YouTube channels that I found in the form of a rating, which is sorted from channels with the largest number of subscribers to channels with the smallest number of subscribers. There are 415 YouTube channels in total. But these are only those that I found. In fact, there are many more. Total subscribers across all channels, over 822,000. And even if we try to exclude inactive viewers and part of the viewers from channels with a mixed theme, then the final figure can be even higher, since the number of subscribers is almost always lower than the number of viewers who watch without subscribing to the channel. Sometimes the percentage of unsubscribed reaches about 50 to 75% of channel viewers. If you know of any other YouTube channels that I don't know about, write about it in the comments below the video. Next, we see the number of channels found by languages and their dialects. We also offer you information about the total number of subscribers on channels in a particular language. As we can see, the first places are mainly those languages that are spoken in many countries in the world. These are international languages, but they are already followed by more local languages within their countries. Now let's look at the Telegram network. On the screen you see a list of groups in this network according to our programming languages. The total number of subscribers is almost 17,000. The total number of groups is over 40. The groups are available in the following languages: 14 in English, 10 in Russian, 6 in Portuguese, 6 in Spanish, 4 in Uzbek, and 1 each in Persian and Ukrainian. Now consider the groups in the social network contained. The groups you see on the screen. Some of them are very large, but some of these subscribers should not be taken into account, as the topics of some groups are mixed. There are more than 963,000 subscribers in total. 38 pages found on Twitter. Of these, 28 in English, 3 in Arabic, 2 in Portuguese, and 1 each in Dutch, German, Indonesian, Spanish, Arabic, Russian. The total number of subscribers is over 309,000. Next, consider the groups in the Russian social network Odnoklassniki. This social network is mainly used by residents of the countries of the former Soviet Union. There are about 6,000 to 7,000 subscribers in total. There are 27 groups found on the Facebook network. Of these, 15 are in English, 4 in Portuguese, 2 in Arabic, and 1 each in German, Thai, Indonesian, French, Polish, Russian. The total number of subscribers is almost 112,000. 7 accounts were found on the Instagram network, 4 of them in Portuguese, and 1 each in Arabic, Russian, and Indonesian. The LinkedIn network has 6 thematic pages. Of these, 2 are in English, and 1 each in Portuguese, Russian, Indonesian, and Dutch. 3 English language and 2 Russian language channels were found in the Discord network. The total number of subscribers is almost 1,800. I also bring to your attention a list of groups and channels that were not included in the previous lists. Summing up, we can say that the Pascal language and its dialects are still actively used almost all over the world. The languages and programming environments themselves are also constantly evolving, and their popularity is growing. The total number of Pascal audiences is about 1 or 1.5 million people, but we did not take into account the audience from various forums, websites, educational institutions, and some companies. If we take them into account, then the final figure can rise to approximately 2 to 8 million people. But counting users there is even more difficult. Therefore, we can say that the audience is large and there is a potential for its increase in the future. It is important that there are those who will promote their favorite languages and programming environments. That's all for me. In the comments under the video, write to me if you find any errors, and also write to me unknown groups and channels on social networks that could be in today's video. By tradition, I ask you once again to subscribe to Carla. If you have not already done so, like and support this channel. Vitaly Sokolov was with you. See you in the next videos.